Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. I'm Corina and today I'm going to share with you 6 tips that I use to save money while grocery shopping, as well as our recent grocery haul. Let's go ahead and get into it. Alright friends, so my first tip is to start with what you have, and that is to take inventory of what you already have as far as food at home. So take a look in your pantry, your freezer, and your refrigerator and see what items do you already have that need to be eaten up and what can you use to make meals for the coming week. Now for us, I really do like to look through each of these areas. I like to look in our pantry for any dried goods that we have or things that can work as sides for different meals. I look in our freezer primarily for protein because I tend to freeze a large portion of our protein after we buy it at the grocery store. And also I keep frozen veggies in there as well. And I do also keep like easy to make meals in the freezer as well. So things like chicken patties or chicken strips, what else, like burritos, things like that I keep in the freezer. So I like to look through those 2 areas to see what I can make a meal with. And then I check our refrigerator to see what needs to be eaten up soon. So what is about to expire, what have we had for a little while, what did we not eat from this last grocery haul. And at the same time, I also clean out anything that is old or needs to be cleaned out from the week. So that's the very first step that I do before I even think about going grocery shopping. So the second thing that I do, once I have an inventory list of everything that we have as far as food in our home, I make a meal plan. So I look at the things that we already have on hand and pair them up as best I can. And then if there are any holes, I add that to my grocery list. Or say I don't have enough meals to cover each day or enough meals that I want to make, I will then create a meal plan and basically just fill in whatever holes that I do have. So for instance, say we have ground turkey in the freezer and we have some pasta in the pantry. What I'll do is I'll plan to make like a spaghetti or some sort of pasta dish, and then I'll check to see if we have any pasta sauce. If we don't have sauce, then I'll put it on the list and I'll look at a couple sides to have with it. If we have frozen broccoli in our freezer still, then I'll use that as a side, and maybe I'll buy garlic bread at the store or something like that to make it a full meal. Tip number 3 is to make a grocery list from your meal plan. Once you have the list, tip number 3B is to stick to the list. So I know it can get so easy at the store to deviate from your list and start just throwing things in your cart that look good or on sale, but you want to stick to your list because you've made the list for a reason. It's specifically what you need and pairs well with what you already have on hand, which is the best use of your money and your food. So you want to make sure that you really stick to your list. So when you're making the list, think ahead. Think of things that you need for snacks. Think of if there's a night where you know you're going to be really busy and you won't either want to or have time to make dinner. Think of something that you can make that is really quick and easy, or something that can be in the freezer. It just needs to be heated up by your family in order to have dinner. So think ahead and really plan down to each and every detail. Tip number 4 that I have to share with you guys is to shop in season, and this is for your produce. So if it is, the fall time, apples are going to be a good price. So you want to make sure that you have a list of what fruits and vegetables are in season during which time of the year and shop from that list. So if you'll go through the grocery store, you'll notice that some things are lower prices at different times of the year. And again, you just want to reference a seasonal produce list, which I will link one below so that you guys can have an easy access to that. So 2 benefits for shopping in season are, number 1, that you will be getting a good variety of fruits and vegetables into your life. So you'll be eating a great variety, your family will be having a great variety of fruits and vegetables, and that promotes health. And number 2 is that you'll be saving money on that produce. So it really gives you an opportunity to use different things when different vegetables and fruits are in season. It challenges you a little bit to get out of your comfort zone of what you're used to making all the time, and it gives you a great variety to eat. Tip number 5 is a little bit of a time-consuming one, but it is to price compare. Now, I personally would not say go take your same grocery list to each store and write out the prices. You can certainly do that if you have the time. I know I am too busy for that. So one thing that I have done and that I notice when I go grocery shopping is I take note of the prices of different items that I buy all the time. So main things are almond milk, ground turkey, some produce. At times I'll see one of the big things for me are salad kits. So I will take a look at which stores have the best prices on those things. And then anything like snacky things are they kind of tend to fluctuate a little bit, but I would just go ahead and price compare. So which stores are you used to going to, and which stores have the best prices for the items that you consistently buy. If you take a note of that, yes, it can take a little bit of extra gas if you go to different stores, but say you know that you need almond milk and ground turkey and, I don't know, a variety of nuts, and you know that Trader Joe's, which is true for me, Trader Joe's has the best prices on those 3 items. So if you're planning on going to an area where the Trader Joe's already is, if you have to run a different errand, you can pick up those things and save yourself some money from getting those at a different grocery store when you buy the bulk of your groceries. Now, like I said, this does sound a little bit time consuming. It is 100% up to you. There are times when I know that almond milk is cheaper at Trader Joe's than at Winco, but I will just not be in the mood to go to different stores, so I will just buy everything and I just suck up the extra $1 or $2. So it's totally a personal preference, but that's something to keep in mind and to just be aware of and have in the back of your head which items you buy consistently, where the best prices are for those items. My final tip for how to save money at the grocery store is to calculate as you go. Now, if you're anything like me, you can get into this mode where you have a list and you're doing well, you're throwing stuff in your basket, but you're not paying attention to the prices and you're not calculating to make sure that you're staying on your budget. So whenever I make a list, I add some extra items on there. So some extra things that aren't necessarily necessities, but that I would like to add. Now when I'm at the grocery store, if I start to realize that I'm going over budget, I can pare down and cut out some of those items to get us back into our budget. But if you don't do that, if you're not calculating as you go, then you get to the register and you could have sticker shock. You may not have enough cash to cover your bill. You may be using up, having to pull from extra envelopes or something like that, or heaven forbid, you may have to use your debit or credit card and you don't want to do that. You want to stick with your cash and what you have budgeted for your grocery trip. So guys, those are the tips that I have on how to save money at the grocery store. These are things that I do on a weekly basis whenever I go grocery shopping, and they've just become a part of how I shop. So I promise you they will become habit as you go along and as you incorporate them into your grocery shopping lifestyle. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we purchased this week on our grocery haul. This haul is going to be pretty little, so let's go ahead and get started. I will preface this by saying actually first that I don't really have a meal plan for this week. I just wanted to pick up some things because we have a lot of food. We went to my mom's last night and she gave us like, oh my gosh, like 3 pounds of chicken or something, like something crazy, and then a whole huge bag of broccoli. So as far as needing like a protein or anything, we are set for that for a few. So this is what we've gotten today. So, ooh, wow. Alright, so the first thing I got are some of these Chobani yogurts. I love these. They have like a little yogurt on this side, on the large side. Hello. And then there's like little toppings on here. So I love these. I think they're perfect and they satisfy my sweet tooth really nicely while still being like a decent like snack. So I usually have these at lunch, which I just got a variety. I got the strawberry chocolate truffle. I got a s'mores, another strawberry, and then a mango cone crisp. So just 4 of those. I have a couple more in the fridge, but I wanted to get a few more so I didn't have to run out this week. Then we also got a can of pineapple chunks. Oh my goodness, that was our oven. So this is a can of pineapple chunks, a container of honey because I've been having tea every night, and then 2 things of salad dressing. One is balsamic and the other is Asian toasted sesame. Also got a bottle of ketchup, a container of honey dry roasted peanuts. We got 5 apples, which as we were like checking out, the lady kept dropping one, so I am so nervous to see how that one holds up. And we got a thing of turkey sausage, which I love to have this like in the morning as a part of like breakfast. I got 2 large sweet potatoes here, a container of cashews. These are halves and pieces. And then a bunch of things to make salad. So this is a large container of baby spinach spring mix. I got another thing of baby spinach. I'm planning on freezing this actually and using it in smoothies. And then a bag of romaine just to mix in with the spring mix here to make big salads. And then I got a container of sugar, a large guy of the Folgers Black Silk coffee. I love this, you guys. Like, the blacker the better for my coffee. It's not even a joke. We got a container or a package of chocolate chip package of chocolate chips because I'm going to make chocolate chip cookies, a few packs of Kool-Aid because, you know, always nice to have on hand, a large bag of cereal here. This is like the Captain Crunch. Ooh, this is just like, what in the world is happening? Okay, this is just like the Captain Crunch berries, but it's the off-brand. And then, oh, with marshmallows, excuse me. And then I got a carton of vanilla almond creamer, a carton of milk for the hubby, and then a large carton of almond milk, which, hello, this is like a new thing for me, you guys. I have not seen this before, so I'm super excited about this. It's honestly about the same price as like a regular carton. Well, same price per ounce, but there's more in here, so it will last a little bit longer, so that's nice. So that's everything, you guys. We also grabbed dinner. Actually, we got like fried chicken, which the meal was like $10. So we spent a total of $70. So the food portion was $60, which some of the things were like a little bit pricier. Like this guy is like $9 or something. Yeah, so not a ton, not a lot of like well, I think a lot of substance, but not, you know, like meat and things like that. So because we have quite a bit of that right now. So alright friends, so that is it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope that it's given you some motivation to save money at the grocery store, and also given you some ideas of things to purchase the next time you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like the video if you've enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos just like this from me. Have a great day, guys. I'll talk to you soon.